Hey everybody, it's almost deer season. That there's flyers. The deer Greg shot last October. So what I'm up to today is I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna spray a clover plot. We planted this this spring, and with the June drought, it actually germinated and survived. It had enough moisture in the ground just to sneak through till we got some rains here in the last couple weeks, and it's really taken off. And along with that is now we're getting into July, and the grass weeds and the ragweeds and all that stuff are starting to take off, but they're still young yet. So while they're young, I'm going to load up here. I'm going to show you my setup here. I got the four-wheeler, and I'm gonna fill up 55 gallons of water, and I'm gonna go spray clethodim, and I'm gonna use Whitetail Institute's Slay for the broadleaves. So I'm gonna put some surfactant in there with it. It's important that you add that when you're spraying clethodim and a product like Slay. That way it helps the herbicide attached to the foliar leaf with the surfactant. If you don't use the surfactant, and especially here in the summertime, it gets warm, it's sunny, and it wants to evaporate quickly. So the herbicide volatilizes when the water evaporates. The surfactant helps it to maintain its surface ability on the leaves and intake of the plant to be effective. So that's what I'm going to do today, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll try to take some clips and show you guys exactly what the clover plot looks like. We have multiple types of clovers. We have white ladino evergrays. We have some red clovers, medium reds. We have some alfalfa in it as well with some chicory. So once I get out there, I'll show you guys what it looks like, and we'll go from there. Well, out here, just got finished spraying the clover plot with the alfalfa and the chicory and all that stuff. So just wanted to show you guys what it looks like here. A lot of ragweed coming up with it. That's okay. So the big thing after you spray your plot, and the most important thing, is to mow. So a week or two from now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, I'm going to mow everything that I sprayed. The herbicide should be starting to take its effect. Once the herbicide gets into the plant, what it does is it stops the plant growth. It doesn't completely kill it off. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks for it to finally get in and start killing the plant off. But what it does is it stops its growth. So all the clover, the alfalfa, and the chicory over the next 2 to 3 weeks is really going to start growing. And after mowing it next week and topping off not only the weeds but also the clover, it's also going to stimulate that clover to grow as well. I'm going to plan my mowing right before rain. Hopefully the schedule works out to where I can get out here the day of or the day before. We're gonna have a good rain, or maybe even 2 days of rain. So that helps too, that when you mow and then you get rain afterwards, you're gonna stimulate that growth, and then the water's gonna come right behind you, and it's really gonna give that plant what it needs to take off. So the goal is now to get this clover, now that the roots are starting to really get established, the plant's really developing above ground, is to now just maintain it with mowing and keep stimulating that growth going into the hunting season. Now you can, if you can't spray or you don't have an ATV and all you have is a mower with your clover plots, the other thing you can do to manage your clover plots is just to keep mowing. Mow it at about a height of 6 to 8 inches. And what you're going to do is, the idea then is you keep topping off the grass, you keep topping off the weeds, and that clover and the chicory and the alfalfa, all that stuff will then keep growing and slowly choke the grass and the weeds out. And you want to keep ahead of the weeds. You don't want those weeds to go to seed. You don't want the grass to go to seed, so that going into next season, you're not going to have that weed or that grass seed base underneath the clover, so that next year your clover is going to come in thicker. It's going to really shade everything out, and then going into the summer, it'll be a lot easier to maintain. And of course, that's only if you're not able to use herbicides, and you only have a mower and you don't have access to a sprayer. So that's how you take care of your clover plots. Stay tuned. I really hope that we have good things come out of this clover plot this fall. We got a really neat plan here where we got quite a bit of clover. We have clover lanes coming from the wood line out to this middle section here, which is going to be about a ½ acre of clover, strictly clover. Then we're going to have beans out this way, which you can see behind me. So I think it's going to be a real good setup, and I'm excited to see what we can show you and how it works this fall. Thanks for watching, and as always, like the video and please subscribe.